Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lapin. This is a pretty new game that came out just a couple days ago at time of recording, made by a Korean studio.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
I had to have a look at what the name meant, and it translates to rabbit.
Yeah.
In the same way that Lupin translates to wolf. The problem is, I feel like whoever did this didn't look too far into it, because it doesn't just mean rabbit. It specifically means a castrated male rabbit.
Yeah.
So, read into that what you will. It's a fun little narrative platformer game that reminds me, in a very scary way, of some memories I have of playing Super Meat Boy back in the day and being very terrified of the fact that I can't do something right 900 times in a row.
Now do it live.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun time. So I spent about an hour and a half or so just having a look at the game and getting ready
An hour,
for it.
28 minutes, fuck boy. I see those receipts.
But we'll be moving a little bit faster through the first part. Where there's a few built-in mechanics for relationships and tracking how much time you're spending with different rabbits and things.
And how well your castration is recovering.
I guess. I don't know. It might be a hidden stat, honestly.
Go into your stats, see if it's in there.
Wait, let me just... I need to get up first. I don't have my little book yet. Unfortunately, I can't check my stats yet. But yeah, it's basically just this little area, and then there's some text introducing things.
What is that a diagram for?
The room.
Ah.
Yeah. He seems as confused as we are, so...
It looks very Hollow Knight in visuals.
It's a bit of a mix, right? Because it's essentially like the traditional animations for characters and things, but the backgrounds are kind of more in that Hollow Knight style. I'm not gonna delve too deep into every dialogue tree. I have done that. It does improve your relationships with the characters. Yes. We are Liebe, and this is Mont Blanc. He is a techie engineer character who basically fixes everything, while also being kind of nerdy and closeted. He doesn't love us, that's just indicating that our relationship with him has improved.
Mont Blanc will now die for you.
I guess. He may help us fix something in future. This is his gamer chair. Now, one detail I do enjoy is this. We've never seen him wearing these clothes.
No, they're too big for him.
They are definitely for decoration. He has, the least decorative clothing as decoration, which I feel says a lot about him. And this is the artist of the group. I'm not 100% sure why we need an artist, but we do have one. This game is also set in a quasi-post-apocalypse.
No, yeah, I got that. That is very coming across. It is borrowing the visual elements of every one of those that starts underground.
Well, to be fair, we are moving out of the underground at the moment. This is our little burrow in the park. But unfortunately, the big rabbits and/or humans are doing construction work, and that is making it very difficult for us to stay here.
Oh no, weeb. Bianca.
This one is our teacher, I think. Who is much older than us, I think. And they have a weird map from a previous expedition of rabbits who escaped from the cage together.
Oh, is this like Secret in Him we all got experimented on?
unclear at this stage, honestly, and the game only came out quite recently. I can't check a wiki.
I don't think there will be one.
You don't know.
I think you might be the only person who has ever heard of this game.
It's early days, I'm sure. I'm gonna let her change the topic and not go into detail so we can actually get into the game. She does have a bunch of swords and stuff, though.
Yeah, that's a weeb.
I don't know how she would wield them because of the lack of hands.
Andrew, weebs don't wield the katanas, they use them in cringeworthy videos.
Okay, but how would you wield the camera then? I don't see the logistics of it. This is the captain, and he is leading our group into the unknown. We are going to be heading out to find paradise by following the map.
So, how familiar are either of us with Watership Down? Watershed Down?
Watership? I don't know. Not enough,
Yeah,
obviously.
clearly. Because I feel like this is drawing heavily from that, and I've never read it.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it'll be fine. It goes through a couple layers of translation. At that point, it's basically unique. Ask any AI artist.
I won't. I don't associate with those people.
Alright. I don't. So the text does this thing.
Yeah, that's visual novel etiquette.
I don't like visual novel etiquette.
No,
but
no one does.
I guess if you don't have voice acting, I guess you have to do something.
No, they do it with voice acting. It's just what they do. They're freaks.
I mean, this is the captain. Why does he have a scar? Is that important to his character?
Does he have a scar?
Yeah, if he would say something.
Nope.
No.
Fuck you. Specifically.
He's got like 2 red cuts over his eyes. This is where he would live. I don't know why I'm in here. It feels kind of rude.
Or maybe he shouldn't live by the front door.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm just saying, when I play RimWorld, it's a serious problem. You forget that someone will have to walk through here.
So this... I don't know what this is.
This is the room full of Kickstarter backers, where their names will be.
Well, the thing is, these are like, that's a picture of Mont Blanc, apparently. So it's not just some guy who would have backed it on Kickstarter, but I also don't really know why it's here. So our artist has created these interesting interpretations of his friends. Those friends do not enjoy these interpretations.
No, you wouldn't, would you? I never really went for platformers, aside from like Mario. Like, it's not a genre I've done a lot of. I guess, like, Hollow Knight is the biggest parallel to, like, what I'm seeing. But, I mean, that was mostly more combat. The platforming was just kind of how you got around.
Yeah. 2D platformers. I think the big one that sort of set the tone for things is, like, Super Meat Boy. Because it was very, here's a stage, repeat until you manage it. Hollow Knight has the good traversal mechanics where you can kind of like explore the map, but it of course has a bit more focus on combat. But there's a few that kind of like lean into the genre, if I can put it that way. I do think that some of those examples do this a bit better, but this has a bit of a casual appeal, if I can put it that way, in the sense that it's not overtly too complicated, but it does add a bit of spice if you go looking for it.
Yeah, it's not a genre I've ever sunk into.
Yeah. Alright, there is now construction noises, which is part of why we have to leave. Humans shakes. See, he does have a scar on his eye.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was just a bit of blush.
He's not blushing in one eye. I don't think that's a thing. But all right, we're opening into the game proper now, where the actual gameplay and things start. This is the construction or dump or whatever that we're trying to avoid. They've decided to specifically ban rabbits. Sorry, Lapin.
You got testicles, you're okay to go. Otherwise, get out of here.
I mean, I guess I don't think that the teacher is male, but I mean, we might all just be castrated male rabbits.
Yeah. So is this actually a Metroidvania?
Not completely. You're essentially taking a route, so there are like major areas that you're following through to try to get to the top one. So as you kind of like cross off each area, they're kind of linear, but you can go back to the previous ones.
Okay.
Using this cart, which needs to be repaired. So Mont Blanc's on that. I'll trust him to take care of it for now. Oh, we found a seed. So the seeds are basically where the challenge in the game is. They are something you have to kind of go out of your way to interact with and go, like, find. Except for this one. This one's for babies. To essentially introduce the concept. But each one has a little message, and you essentially have to do a challenge area to get them.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, you know, to show you that this exists, because, like, I love shit in video games when you've played, like, an RPG for 40 hours, and you get something, and it's like, it suddenly populates your map with, like, oh, here's the ones in this area you've been through. It's like, this has been a thing the whole time.
Yeah.
Anyway, Liba, drink this if you're nervous. Fucking, I've heard that before.
No, but I feel like in this case it would be kind of like not telling you that you can jump. You know, it's like it's a very core part of the game.
I've had that.
Okay, and we're not talking about Nier Automata here or any other Nier related thing. Where they're just like, oh yeah, by the way, turns out we unlocked jumping just after you stopped trying.
Dude, that so literally, like today in Pokemon Violet, like the main kind of Jorge? Is that the last expedition?
Oh yeah.
Why are these rabbits Spanish?
Well, they're a lot of things. They're very Latin, hence the name Lapin. I guess I don't know. There was a previous expedition of rabbits that are the ones who theorized about the existence of the Promised Land, and they left the cage first. And we're kind of quasi-following in their footsteps. They're also the ones who left the seeds behind, which is why they're in the difficult positions to find. They also built statues.
With you.
They also built statues of themselves. I'm not sure what that's about. I guess we have an artist and they have a sculptor.
We had a sculptor.
Maybe.
They took it from us.
But yes, you were saying about Pokemon.
Oh yeah, it's like, so your main thing is you've got this Pokemon that you ride around, and you feed him rare sandwiches to give him new movement abilities. And like the whole time I'm like, man, it feels like he needs like to go faster, and then you unlock boost. I'm like, I feel like some of these should have just been given to me at the start. This doesn't feel like an upgrade. This feels like I found the button, you know.
Yeah, that happens. There are actually quite a few like examples of that I can think of. But my favorite is the one that says, no, you can't. It's like trying to jump in the Stanley Parable, where if you try it enough, they give you achievement. Which just says, yeah, no, we switched that off. You can't. Ow.
That looked intentional.
Yeah, it was a little. I haven't shown off the that those are dangerous yet. I just started avoiding them. But essentially, this like section, every time it's the screen transitions, it sets a checkpoint for you, so that you can continue back if you had changed out. The other fun thing about that is that if you fall back out of it immediately, then it does that. So, on the right, that's a seed. This whole section is then just like a challenge area. So if you go off the main path, you can do these, which are a bit harder.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had more to compare this to, but I'm realizing I basically avoid this type of game like the plague.
Yeah. I'm fine at them. I don't think I'm very, like, I'm fine at the puzzle solving and, like, moving around things, but there is a tendency for me to just continuously jump into a hole 400 times every now and then.
Man,
I don't know, my hands stop listening to me.
I'm so desperate to get you to play Jump King now.
No, please don't let me play Jump King.
Because, you know, you were just doing, like, it sets a checkpoint every screen.
Mm-hmm.
So, in Jump King, the map is
don't say frame.
Vertical, and it doesn't do that. So if you fall, you just go.
Oh no, is it like Getting Over It?
Yes.
With Bennett Foddy?
Yeah, it is.
No.
But, like, you know, more of a game than a speedrunning challenge, I would say. That's not criticism of Getting Over It, I just mean, like, it's more of, like, a platformer game than it is, like, do this thing.
Yeah. So, in this situation, you can see that the obvious way out is to go this way. But then you can't get that. So, what you have to do to get that one is fall correctly, I guess. Ow.
Not like that. A different way.
No. Not like that. Like that. Oh right, I should read the message. They put a lot of time into these. You know, putting these in difficult positions. Don't know what that means.
No idea who's a spotty, no. What is anything.
He was on Jorg's expedition. You know Jorg.
My grandfather's name was Jorg.
Actually?
No, close.
Oh. That's good. No.
Fucking loser.
Why have I done this? Boom. Okay. That's a bad place to put a mailbox. I don't think that would be useful.
Maybe it's like I think it's actually just out in the open, and you're just forcing yourself through these corridors because you can see the city behind it, so there's no like wall.
Don't bring logic to my mailbox.
Don't bring liminal space into this. Liminal? Liminal.
Liminal, yeah. Like the game.
Oh my god. It's a fucking wise and mighty tree, or whatever the kids talk about on TikTok. Mystical tree? What is that?
I'm not getting into it.
I don't know what the kids are into. I just know people have been suggesting the mystical tree for multiverses, and I kind of hope it gets it.
I mean, it would make as much sense as Heisenberg, and a lot of people are pushing for that, so... I'm not gonna listen to the old tree, but you know...
And I've been really wanting to watch Better Call Saul. Because, like, I don't really want to watch Breaking Bad. Oh, I understand that previous message now. They were just shitting on their 1 Okay.
Yes. That's pretty accurate. Okay. What is forward here?
Wall bounce, I think, off of that.
No, I get that, but, like, left also seems like a viable path. So...
I think left is, like, a collectible
no.
If you go up.
Yeah. I think it's...
Oh, it's left is so you can fall back down to here once you've gone around the top.
No, I think top left you can bounce up to a challenge area. So there's an exit there, from what I can...
But I think if you bounce off of that and go up there.
Yes. I'm gonna try and get there without jumping into a wall. We're finally hitting the stage of me doing things without my brain having input in them. It's fine. Yeah, okay, there's a seed. Good. Oh, it's this part. Wonderful. No. I thought that
to be honest, that looked fine. That did not actually... It's because, like, the asset kind of trails off, but, like, Clearly,
No.
the whole top of that is Hurtbox.
Yeah. No. Okay, it's fine. I didn't kill myself this time. What do they, like, in canon, what happens when I do that?
What happens when they find you impaled on the side of a rock in the middle of bumfuck nowhere?
Yeah, is a lesson taught to the children about me?
Hey,
How...
I'm not playing this. I don't know what it feels like. The momentum looks very awkward.
I think it's very responsive, which has its own ups and downs. Like, I can air move a lot. So part of it is that, like, I'm controlling it, so it looks off. I'll give this a few more college tries, but I don't think we're gonna get too stuck on the challenge areas if we don't need to.
I expect 100% completion.
Okay.
That's the only way you'll get your testicles back. Speaking of, I read a fun manga recently about a guy who gets his dick stolen by ghosts. Everyone will go read Dun to Dun. That shit's great.
Do they give them back?
Yes, slowly. He gets his dick back and then realizes, oh shit, they still have my testicles. So the ongoing quest is get his balls back.
And it's a metaphor, you say? Come on, this was really easy the first time I did it.
I don't believe you. Yeah!
See? I need doubt.
The lack of faith is required to proceed.
No. I don't need my progress dictated by negging. Okay.
Oh, that stays, okay.
Yeah, it moves, but it doesn't. No.
Oh,
Why
man,
have I
that
done
was-
that? Yeah, it doesn't break up, at least. So I should be fine to continue. So, as with a lot of these, this is basically like introducing the concept for the area, and the falling blocks are basically the theme that you're going to be dealing with a lot of this.
There's so much pain in your voice every time you hit one of those. You weren't even talking that time and your mic picked it up. That was hysterical.
Well, the thing is, there's a part of me that... No.
It doesn't look like it's part of the thing. It just looks like the end of the bramble.
As I was saying, there's a part of me that knows that if the flow gets broken, it may never come back. And then I will be stuck here, publicly humiliated for many hours.
Dangling like a castrated rabbit from the side of a wall.
Which I think we've all been many a time. Am I going to the... Like, is this the right way forward?
No, that's a challenge
Am I
room.
fine? Oh no.
You can feel it.
Yeah. So, this one is basically teaching you a bit more expert falling blocknisms.
Oh, the spikes come with? That's funny.
Yep, they do. Later, it will introduce you to swinging platforms that also have spikes on specific sides. That gets a bit hard to work with. Now, they come from what they're calling the cage.
Get in the cage.
Yeah, it could be just, a cage because they're rabbits. They may have all been in jail. Just that's how they're phrasing it.
This really feels like some people who watch Secret of Nim a lot. So I'm sticking with that theory.
Okay. I mean, legally, I can't stop you.
No. I keep thinking Robin Williams was
No.
in that. He's in Fern Gully. Also good, but, different.
Yeah. No.
Come on, breathe. Breathe.
Hands, please.
No.
Look, I technically didn't die. It was a hard reset. Unfortunately, this one is not optional. We do need the keys that smell like grass.
Well, yeah, look at where it is. Of course it smells like gross.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Luckily, we have the keys, but it says staff only.
Okay, they can read. I'm specifically calling Secret of Nimas plot developments.
Reading's not that weird.
It's very weird for a rabbit.
Yeah,
I'm
you're a rabbit.
standing by that. I don't care how poorly it ages.
Are you iRoboting yourself right now?
I've been thinking a lot about shit like that recently, where I'm just like, man, I have a lot of real opinions that might not be cool in 50 years, about, like, robots and shit.
Yeah, humans, so, like, I think one of my favorite things someone mentioned, they were, like, watching one of those, AI, like iRobot or something, where we start, like, getting really indifferent to the robots.
Yeah.
And he said, man, if you put googly eyes on a toaster, people will start, like, taking care of it like a puppy.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised how quickly we will accept anything vaguely human.
Lieber, you need to explain literally anything.
So, he refers to the humans as big rabbits.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So I think he's referring to his, like, owners?
So people brought him to the place where they secretly named them, but then they put up a sign saying no rabbits. I can only imagine these rabbits hold some kind of awful plague within them.
Well, I did mention it was vaguely post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Because there don't seem to really be humans around.
Any big rabbits around, no.
Yeah, but they are doing construction. So they could be around. We might just not be seeing them, I guess. Oh yes, this one's a plot one. We do need to get it. So, as you can see,
Oh, great. Puzzles.
well, not really. Basically, we have to go get that, because that's the ear that's broken off of this, and it'll fix the plaque.
Those... You know what, fine. Fuck it, I don't care.
No. Why did I still get bounced in my ouch state? No. This was not hard. It's just, like, there's not a lot of room for me to be an idiot. Ah! And I will be shoving a poor, like, rabbit into a into a bramble at high speed quite a few times. No.
1 hour later.
No.
I think that was gonna make it, and you stopped yourself. Like, you got nervous and you hit the brakes.
No, but the thing is, I have to correct backwards at some point, right? I can't go over. I need to do that. Do you see what I have to do? I guess you do see what I have to do. I didn't push a button to interact with this.
Oh, man. Oh, one of my favorite things I saw recently. So, not sure when this is out, but yeah, God of War is recently doing the rounds. Rabbits like fruit. Jorge likes apple. If's favorite is blueberry. Is this important? Why did we need this?
It is. So the code is apple, blueberry, carrots.
That's stupid. Guys, don't leave your passwords places. Why have a password?
Well, they're not likely to, like, go solve the mystery of the statue that broke, you know? They're more likely to just try and scam you and get it off of you.
But no, yeah, so God of War came out recently, and has that modern game feature of built-in backseating, where NPCs explain to you how to beat every boss.
Yeah, the barks.
And it was just the thing of someone going, can you imagine if Elden Ring played like this? Like, you get hit by I think it's Millicent, and it's like the Pyre Maiden is just like, oh man, oh, you should try using this shield instead. See what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so we've basically unlocked the fast travel carts. They had been locked using this fruit-based key.
So just to be clear, Jorge made it here, built a cart system, and then broke it so that you could have character growth. What a lad.
It was a nice thing for him to do, a lot of foresight. But, you know, in hindsight, I wish he'd kind of just given us the keys.
Yeah.
Now it's feeling very Super Meat Boy with all the iterations running through.
Oh, yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? They'd, like, at the end of your run, they'd show. I never really played Meat Boy. I'm familiar with it from YouTubers.
I played it a little bit back in the day. I was aggressively bad at it. I was also kind of a child at the time.
What was the one that they made after Isaac? End is Nigh? Is that similar? I think that's another hard platformer,
I'm
but
honestly
I'm not sure.
super familiar with it.
Yeah.
I'd have to check, but maybe.
I know the new one was Super Meat Boy something something, and it's the Endless Runner one.
Oh,
which seems like a betrayal.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I heard you guys like precision platforming. Well, what if we gave you something else and said it was the same? Why do you keep crying? Is one of them named Woody? I didn't really.
I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, the expedition characters on top of the normal characters are kind of a lot. Okay, we have hit a obstacle that we cannot overcome. Luckily, Mont Blanc has found a spring. It also has a block of concrete on it. Not really sure what the purpose of that is. We are now expecting the engineer in the group to fix the engineering problem.
Oh, he's a mechanic.
Well, he says he can't just fix it by welding it. No one can tell him what to do.
Oh, there's the captain.
He'll now go fix it by welding it. There we go.
That turns out I was good.
But he needs more parts. So how do you fix a big spring? Little springs. So we're going to basically try and find some springs. So essentially every time people use this, it breaks. So the previous expedition has mentioned that there were some springs lying around that you could just repurpose for this. They still left them kind of scattered around the place, so they couldn't just put them here.
As was their wont, I'm learning.
Yeah, for character growth. So is he nervous? Is that why he's jittering?
Yeah.
Or his words are jittering?
Look, we have no voice acting, and we've written ourselves into a corner with this traditional animation. So we have no real outlet for emotion. Oops.
Oops.
But I had pretty screenshots, so...
Yeah, well, pretty screenshots are what sells games.
Not this one. I checked.
You don't know.
I know.
It's you know, it's new.
Oh, imagine if the world worked like that. Imagine if stuff just came out.
This one came out recently, in fact. No! I think that just beheaded me. That's not... No!
Oh, the worst.
There's a few situations in this game where you can genuinely tell
That was
that
not... I'm sorry, that was nothing, what you just did.
No, I was demonstrating what I'm talking about. I'm explaining that there's a few situations where it's more dangerous to fall out of the level and load than it is to actually die. That one. No!
No, again, nothing. There we go. And all of a sudden...
You would think, wouldn't you? It's fine.
It's fine, you picked up that ear. That human ear.
I didn't read the message. I cannot go back.
No, don't
It's
go
fine.
back. We're not going to read it.
I'm sure it said something...
Poignant yet devastating. Back, Henry. Breathe.
No. The timing is right when you start. It reloads you correctly.
It has to, right?
It has to. If it didn't, what would that mean for this? One of them specifically loads you at the wrong time.
Yeah, of course
I
it
take
does.
so much offense to that. You have to wait a beat. No.
That was so
almost
much
saved
momentum
that.
so quickly. That Libra has so much whiplash.
No!
You're like it's like you've been driving a NASCAR and they've just put you in the Mercedes F1. Like it's like all of a sudden you're going so rapidly and you just instinctively start braking.
Well, the thing is, I need to correct because I'm like holding to the left. Now, okay.
That was a
fair.
trap. That was
That
a
was-
trap.
No. Okay, this
that
one
less
is not
so.
lined up. This one's not lined up. I need to no.
It so clearly crushes you. You know, it's not the other ones you touch spikes. That one crushes you to death.
Yeah. No. It's also there's not a lot you can do.
I
once-
wish there's. You know what this is making me think of? The name escapes me.
Yes, we
It's
know
the-
you've
the
seen
night-
Watership Down.
No, I haven't. The night platformer, where you build a pile of corpses. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, let me
I'm
try and
thinking.
find it. This is nothing. I finally remembered the name of that platformer I was talking about many months ago in a previous video.
Yes.
Life Goes On.
Oh.
It's a game where you play as a knight, and so there'll be like a spike pit, and if you fall in it, you'll respawn, but your corpse will still be there, so you can jump on your corpse and
Oh,
avoid the
yeah.
pit.
Okay, that's interesting. It'll line up eventually. I swear, it's fine. You see? It was fine. I'm a genius. This one says something worthwhile, right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna read
Okay.
it.
Lore. The sculptor was an engineer. Or something. No. Oh. Oh. I did not parse those as spikes. So there is a... Not a parrot. Is it like a budgie? Parakeet. That has a lot of... Let's call it character. No. There's so many things that could crush and kill me here. No! That was the one thing I wasn't expecting. I was ready for every death except that one. So the biggest problem with this one is that they aren't lining up nicely. Which I feel like they should do more than they're doing. No. No. Come on. Give us a good... Yes. No. No, that was the one.
That was a real switch in emotion during that one. Oh, that was... What a shame.
Yeah, I'll take the crush on that one, honestly. I think I can... Yeah, turns out I can just make it without doing that as well, so... No! Oh, no, that's the one where it's way more dangerous to fall out the bottom than get crushed. It sets you back so much further. Okay. There, we have the coin. It is inscribed with a cocky, fidgeting bird.
That's all birds. That's what a bird is.
Okay, but how would you tell that the picture is of a fidgeting bird?
I read a lot of manga. There are ways. You make his dialogue shake slightly.
Let's see if it does.
That is a flamboyant bird. Taika Waititi.
No, talkie.
Jojo Rabbit. I want to put out there was no joke there. I just said Taika Waititi, and then my brain went rabbit. Jojo rabbit.
This rabbit is named Wow, a talking parrot.
That's pretty good. I'm unironically not laughing because I'm thinking about how good that is. Like, that's pretty strong.
He works for the parrot post office, which is somewhere in the sky.
It would be. Don't ask about my annual salary.
I mean, I guess I'm not the IRS.
Liba, you've met such freaks. How is this the only one you're stunned out? Everyone you live with is a freak.
Everyone he lives with is slightly less talkative than him. It's strange to see one that's going harder.
And I have stopped caring. I will now leave.
Jesus, Talkie. I think that still counts as unemployed and not looking for work. Just because you're homeless doesn't
humans
help
didn't
that.
destroy your home. Humans are gentrifying your neighborhood. It's different.
Oh, we should give him that coin we found.
Yeah, look,
Is
it's
that bad?
you.
Is that...
Is this yours? Is that how bird money works? Oh my god, $100! I was just looking for this. It's so crazy that you just found this.
That's mine. It was all along. It's a commemorative coin. Okay, Liba.
Nice. I like this bird. He's got a head on his shoulders. One of the heads of all time.
Also, okay. So,
I really cherished that retirement fund. Oh man, I'm so glad you found this. Where was it? Hidden away in an ancient tomb? Oh yeah, I was just in there.
Alright, so that has been Lapin. It's still, in early access. It's still got a bunch of, not great translations, some dodgy platforming, some dodgy hitboxes, but I don't know, I find it relatively charming. I had a good time with some of the, more meaty platforming challenges, and from what I've seen, there's still quite a bit more to it. If you get more in-depth into the other locations.
Hey, I would never play this. I'd watch someone play this more.
Yeah, I mean, there's the bramble areas, there's water puzzles, there's things underground.
Talkie probably has more dialogue. That'd be neat.
Toki does have more dialogue.
I know that middle one's meant to be, more brambles. That looks like an area full of buzzsaws.
It might be, honestly. I've been destroying this, rabbit for a while now.